Hello everyone, good evening. Actually, I have so many topics that I want to talk about. But mas gusto na akong i-take up first kani kaning mga kaning thoughts ba na is coronavirus man-made. Nag-research jud ko bisan saan ako research. Like for example, everything that is happening is basically consistent sa akong na-research. Okay. Probably if I cannot forget, ibutang na ko ang link down below sa video. There is this published sa pubmed.gov. So ma-research ni ninyo. This is very public document. Ma-research ni ninyo. Ang title is Immunization with SARS coronavirus vaccines leads to pulmonary immunopathology and challenge with the SARS virus. This was published in 2012. This is authored by Chin-T Cheng et al. PLOS1. I don't know what this is all about. Now, there is an erratum link here. If you just have to research this yourself. I did not open this erratum here, but I will read for you the abstract. So the abstract is background: severe acute respiratory syndrome, which stands for SARS, SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, emerged in China in 2002 and spread to other countries before brought under control. Because of a concern for re-emergence or a deliberate, look, notice, because of a concern for re-emergence or a deliberate release of SARS coronavirus. Remember, the time is 2012. And the statement here, because of a concern for re-emergence or a deliberate release. Why is this phrase, deliberate release? Of the SARS coronavirus, vaccine development was initiated. Evaluations of an inactivated whole virus vaccine in ferrets and non-human primates and a virus-like particle vaccine in mice induced protection against infection, but challenged animals exhibited an immunopathologic type lung disease. Ako elaborate ha. Ang ilang gingon diri tungod siguro ko no, because of a concern, naas like concern nga basig mo balik or a deliberate release, ipagawas, deliberate as in intentional, deliberate release of the SARS coronavirus. Kinahanglan ko no nga mag-develop, vaccine development was initiated. Gi-initiate ang vaccine development. Motong nag-develop sila og vaccine. Evaluations, so na-develop na nila, evaluations of an inactivated whole virus vaccine in ferrets and non-human primates and a virus-like particle vaccine in mice induced protection against infection. So, sa mice, okay kaayo ang result. But challenged animal exhibited an immunopathologic type lung disease. So, sa dihang giturukan siya og vaccine, like ang mice, okay kay siya result. So, after siya gi-vaccinate, gi-expose siya, gi-challenge og real virus. Sa dihang na-expose siya sa real virus, challenged animals exhibited an immunopathologic type lung disease. Di ba sounds like COVID19? Okay, now let's continue. Di ba immunopathologic type lung disease? Di ba mo ilang gisulti karon nga lisod kaayo ang SARS CoV2 because ang ato lungs mo kuan siya sa lungs. Ang virus inigdikit niya sa cells in the lungs, mo duplicate na dayon siya. So immunopathologic type lung disease. It sounds like COVID-2. SARS COV2. Anyway, design. 4 candidate vaccines for humans with or without alum adjuvant were evaluated in a mouse. Usually, vaccine has either aluminum or mercury as they term that as adjuvant. Okay, evaluated in a mouse model of SARS. A VLP vaccine. The vaccine given to virus and NHP, another whole virus vaccine, and an another whole virus vaccine and an rDNA produced spike protein. Look, they said today this coronavirus is unique. Unique why? It's because it's not like the other viruses which has the DNA and RNA are different. Okay, now here is the DNA is the same as RNA, because RNA is messenger and the DNA is the code. So here, look at this research here, rDNA. So the DNA is RNA at the same time. Produced is or stands for spike. So ang corona. So this is the circle, this is the spikes, katong mga ulo-ulo that makes it a coronavirus. So the spike protein. So I guess if you get time, you research this one. bulb/C, I don't know what this is, or C57BL/6. Mice were vaccinated on day 0 and 28 and sacrificed for serum antibody 0 and 28 days. Antibody measurements are challenged with live virus on day 56. On day 58, challenged mice, when you say challenged mice, katong gi-vaccinate, and then human og vaccinate, gibutangan jud siya, challenge siya og real virus. So muna siya challenged mice. Challenged mice were sacrificed and lungs obtained for virus and histopathology. Results. All vaccines induced serum neutralizing antibody with increasing dosages and or alum significantly increasing responses. Significant reductions of SARS-CoV 2 days after challenge was seen for all vaccines and prior live SARS-CoV. All mice exhibited histopathologic changes in lungs 2 days after challenge. So, ang results sa vaccine, sa dihang gi-vaccinate ang mga mananap nga ilang gigamit as laboratory trial animals. So ang sa dihang gibutangan sila og induced serum neutralizing antibody with increasing dosages and or alum increasing ang responses. Significant reductions, so good ang result. Significant reductions of SARS-CoV-2 2 days after challenge. So, kang imong ang i-inject nila na is virus. As in, basically, it's just virus ang ilang inject. Para ready sad ka sa coming virus. Okay. Immune. Mo gani na-immune na ka. So, but then, all mice exhibited histopathologic changes in lungs 2 days after challenge. So sa dihang gi-challenge na gibutangan na og actual real nga virus that ni affect na sa lungs sa katong mga tested ng animals katong gi-vaccinate. So histopathology seen in animals given one of the SARS-CoV vaccines was uniformly a Th2 type immunopathology with prominent eosinophil infiltration confirmed with special eosinophil stains. The pathologic changes seen in all control groups lack the eosinophil prominence. Okay. Conclusions. These SARS-CoV-2 vaccines, SARS-CoV, ang sa first thing SARS vaccines all induced antibody and protection against infection with SARS-CoV. However, challenge of mice given any of the vaccines led to occurrence of Th2 type immunopathology, suggesting hypersensitivity to SARS-CoV components was induced. Caution in proceeding to application of a SARS-CoV vaccine in humans is indicated. So look, actually daghan pa siya mga research nga mga similar articles, ha? Look, in 2014, effects of toll-like receptor stimulation and eosinophilic infiltration on lungs. Basta makita na ninyo when you research on that article that I read a while ago, you'll be fed with this similar articles. Severe acute respiratory syndrome associated coronavirus vaccines formulated with delta inulin adjuvants provide enhanced and protection while ameliorating lung eosinophilic immunopathology. Receptor binding domain of SARS. Look, this is 2014, 2015, 2017. There is 2003 severe acute respiratory syndrome vaccine development experiences of vaccination against avian infectious bronchitis coronavirus. Look, this article goes to show. Okay, look, vaccine designed for severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. This is a research in 2005. This simply tell us that they are designing a virus, a vaccine, okay, designed for severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. They have designed this virus, they tested it in animals, and then these animals responded negatively. And worst case to it, naka-infect sa human. And nagkatag-katag na siya, or naging contagious na siya. Ug imo yung sabton ang research, it all fits sa description sa coronavirus karon. So, akong realization, it's not a theory. Ang katong gipang sulting nga gi-create ni siya nga virus. It's not a theory, it's a fact. And in fact, kung mag-research lang yun ang tao, daghan tao ikapangutana. So, there is a caution. Ayaw dyo kalimot sa research, ha? Ang giingan dere, ha? Ayaw mo kalimot, ha? The caution here. This is a conclusion. The last word, the last sentence of the conclusion there. Caution in proceeding to application of a SARS-CoV vaccine in humans is indicated. And yet, now it's here. So, what does this mean to us? Gihimong lab rats ang mga tao. So, karon magdali-dali sila og formulate og vaccines. Okay, na ako i-read nga lain. This is a post in 2008. Na ako i-read sa inyo nga lain. This is a post in 2006. Ang title is Second research. Wait. Research. Okay. This is news by Reuters.com. Tuesday, December 23, 2008. The headline says, research shows why 1960s RSV shot sickened children. New York. Researchers from Johns Hopkins have solved the decades-old mystery of why a vaccine developed to prevent a common children viral infection wound up making kids sick. Okay? The findings provide important clues to how to develop a safe, effective vaccine against respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, the main cause of wintertime hospital stays among babies and young children worldwide. Dr. Ferdinand P. Pollack, the lead researcher on the study, told Reuters Health. A big concern for the scientists involved in RSV vaccine development is to make sure we do not repeat this same situation again. So, this only tells us that there was an event that kids who were vaccinated rather got sick. Okay? In the late 1960s, children in Washington, D.C. received an RSV vaccine in which the virus was inactivated with formalin. 80% of the children given the shot were hospitalized. I want you to highlight on this. 80% of the children given the shot were hospitalized with severe respiratory disease, and 2 died. Many scientists had thought the formalin was responsible for the vaccine's problems, but the chemical has been used safely in other vaccines. So, for those who like vaccines, think of it. So, another... Okay, 2 children died. The news I told you. Dr. Hootes. One of the things we're not hearing a lot about is the unique potential safety problem of coronavirus vaccines. Okay. With certain types of respiratory virus vaccines, you get immunized, and then when you get actually paradox immune enhancement naman developing coronavirus vaccines, and our colleagues, we noticed laboratory animals that they started to show some of the same immune pathology. So we said, oh my god, this is going to be problematic. See, this is a doctor saying, huh? I'm just following exactly his words, verbatim. Dr. Hootes, Dr. Hootes. Oh my god. So we said, oh my god, this is going to be problematic. Now, Dr. Paul Offit, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, has concerns that when it comes to the coronavirus vaccine, no one knows what they're doing. So he said, we don't have history of making corona vaccine. So how are we going? Is it going to be an mRNA vaccine? Is it going to be a DNA vaccine? Is it going to be a purified protein vaccine? Yeah, basically, because how fast they can make the vaccine. Honestly, those who love vaccine, go ahead. Because vaccination is not really the solution. The solution is God is giving you the immune system. And that's all I know that is naturally God has given us. For the problem today, according to Mahatma Gandhi, we have science that is void of humanity. Supposedly, science is there for the good of humanity. But today, science is used void of humanity. It's different to be human being and being human. And Mahatma Gandhi said, we have so much knowledge that is void of character, commerce that is void of morality. So like now, it doesn't matter to people, to capitalist people, whether people will die, people will suffer, as long as I get profit. Oh my God, it's sad. And so now very easy to say I worship, and yet we do not have sacrifice. Politics, oh my God, politics that's void of principle. And people just do pleasure without conscience. And people get wealthy without work. This is not the time. Sad, right? But whatever is that, the choice that you make today will become part of who we become tomorrow. That's all. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.